me 1,000,000 space bucks in as well. Wait, wait.
At Sankofa Square is electric. There's so much pride, so much love in the air, not only for the Ghanaian diaspora.
I found you! And I smell the both of you! Uh-oh.
There's been little progress. Trump again says he will decide what to do if...
Partito. Vamos voltar após curto intervalo até já.
Her and Quinn Pellin played together at Roy.
Security guards.
Pardon.
C'est mon crayon.
Je te donne ça dans 2 heures.
He's back deep in a little ton. Got 33 on there. Performers, women executives, there's women directors, women care.
Spending season, let's not mince words here for the Argos. Miserable at 2-8 coming.
From the biggest networks, all in one place. Streaming.
It's pure torture, with uniquely excruciating dips of dread. On avait un accord. On s'est entendu pour que je prenne les décisions.
And use that promo code for an extra 15% off. Again, item number 230.
So you can just start, you see that it's got some beautiful marbling through it. That's what we're looking for.
Who are willing to open their homes to his daughter.
I don't doubt that. But Russell wasn't as lucky.
Your time is up.
If we've been compromised, it puts every...
Things! ¡Ah! ¡El fuego!
half pyramids and combined them together and connected them to get that shape. That's a great rare delicacy.
Delicacy? Who told you that?
It's 1,000!
Dino Raw needs lots of batteries to make him raw.
But only while supplies last. Saving on everything back to school? That was easy.
Now, let's go watch Brad completely beef it. Pun intended. Ha ha!
Guys, you all right?
Everyone have a good day?
All right. Rover, I said go.
Remains in life-threatening condition. The suspect was located just nearby and arrested.
These big companies, the costs are borne in large part by consumers and then partially by these small businesses.
What just happened? Pete, Quinn Pellin solo bolo saying this is...
Batra, after what was supposed to be a week-long trip for their sons to visit
It is hard enough dealing with all of this.
The right engine has failed and it is on fire.
not all of them went as well as you.
Dylan Wells, Grace Moon, and Patrick Svitek contributed to
up and will increase our presence and engagement, but there's probably not been enough think.
Es kommt noch da un paso bueno.
From the Bears Right Solicitor. Now?
Eastern, noon Pacific on TSN. They tell you Brooke Henderson came into the day just a shot off the lead and still clearly on her screen, Woody, that it's just embedded.
I think diversified cast and saying anyone can succeed.
Mundo todo. E eu acho que ele, uma das razões
2D battery wall did not fall, and so it gives me a glimmer of hope.
I don't feel so.
United 6 on YTV, also available on Stack TV.
Check this out.
Be a Pokemon trainer and have some adventures. Pokemon Horizons, Saturday afternoons on what?
The way it is, she built that, and that's the way it is.
Anyone how to do anything. I win! I win! Officer, there's a...
Give it up one more time for DJ Union Max!
Waiting for the train at the next station.
What's happened to the big train?
Wow, this is weird and creepy and somewhat terrifying. Let's do it.
Sometimes I just read so much and then I don't really know what I've read. And
and then capture the moment when it's like either plucking a fish or making a bank turn. Like
to constantly fight odors and give noticeable freshness. It even
Loaded croissant. Or is it croissant? No matter how you say it, nothing says good morning like fresh.
To the seventh inning with Toronto leading 3-0. You're listening to Blue Jays Baseball. Cross Control Center streaming at sportsnet.ca and the Sportsnet Radio Network.
He takes you on an artistic journey through his landscape oil paintings. The in-depth painting techniques helps master.
Some odd horsepower to the wheels, which is huge and is really going to push that transmission.
Feel ashamed to reach out and ask for help from one of your local.
I had missed enjoying that, but yes, we're not going to see rain. Hopefully, this isn't going to impede.
La viande sauvage, c'est un complément là, que j'ai bien apprécié pour nous autres.
Bless me.
C'est cette boucherie qu'on rachète.
Vous êtes à égalité, la championne conserve son fauteuil pour la deuxième fois. Bravo. Ma conversation avec Riley. Je sais que je ne devrais pas penser.
Chez Maxi. Les concombres anglais sont également au rabais chez Super C et chez Maxi.
Le perron un civil à l'intérieur, un civil à l'intérieur. Évacuation des civils.
Il en ferait autant pour nous.
Je crois pas qu'il ait besoin d'aide.
Nous devons nous engager. Cette...
Bonne dose d'adrénaline. Vous êtes prêts, les gars?
Direct sur nos émissions, faites comme moi и inscrivez-vous в панель.
Когда к вам приходят односельчанки, я радуюсь, когда они заходят. Для...
ישראל, אנחנו כן מדווחים על ידי פיצוצים, דיבר ינון על שברי העיר.
М'яса, кусаю. Він хоче крикнути, але я встаю і закриваю йому.
1923-1925 роками.
На шосту блоки.
Your favorite bracelet, or maybe a certain pendant right there in the center with the black. Oh man,
But
frame
also,
it.
את הסתרה שלהם של חלק מהמשגרים.
Я вышла замуж. День.
Мистецтво допомагає нам обробити біль.
Проводити їх почали ще вчора. Там були вистави.
Of the 7-speed gearbox out of the McLaren again. And after the
And they say to him, "What's your name?" And he says, "Philip."
There's hot music.
Show it to him. Thing, dude. Show it to him. Thing. Watch my shadow and watch this.
It does work.
So I found another listing that I want to show you that's about 20 minutes from here.
And tonight, and Sunday morning approached, David's concern turned to panic.
They lost to St. Joe.
There is a free jackman large here.
Again.
You know it. You girls can tell it.
No, you start it. You start it, Mom.
Place to the ground. I'll do my rest in a long way.
Caliber rifle to your bike frame and ride around the block.
Different things going on here, right? That
So you're going to find where you lost.
Is the fallen star in her disappearance.
Jr. in a hospital near the prison.
turned down the first offer, huge offer.
Huge.
You're okay with that?
I just have to turn down some more offers and...
Maxwell's eliminated from the tournament a couple hours in.
You have tremendous patience in this fight.
Yeah, never got rattled. You know, a lot of guys get cut, they don't know.
Anti-migrant demonstrators have been faced.
I will agree to this.
There is no restorative justice.
Gervais is being remembered as a young anti-bullying advocate.
Eis o sol de molde calçado em...
Paskova now.
Man, you don't want to do this.
Cette semaine chez Métro, c'est la grande vente ou à Tata.
On his mind. That's a birdie finish for Bradley at 63.
So this feels...
And you're not going to call a lot of plays. Throwing it quickly to the left and turning.
Isa lang na Nobel Peace Prize. Disappointment ka talaga.
The horrifying images of what happened next were seen by everyone.
Bonne. Mais l'autre côté. Étape 4, plie le carton en deux dans le...
And it's got just a bit of a dropped shoulder, but all of...
Quarterback that was selected in the 7th round of the 2025 NFL.
Stays comfortably dry all night long. Pampers Swaddlers, dry all night.
vous réalisez qu'il y a plus important dans la vie que d'en avoir plus.
I don't have much time for playing, no. That's sad. Oh dear, a muddy puddle.
Protection. Smell check? I'm good. Secret. That boss, she's been busy again.
بحريتنا
Well, that's my show, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you enjoyed it. I'll see you next week.
everything to do with impact, like completing eco missions, protecting wildlife.
After he says Russian state journal.
Blanketed all over. It is believed this refers to the shroud of cloud or fog that occurs in bad weather.
Dad, we will see you next week. Thanks so much for joining us here on CBC Sports.
Sorry that my Wi-Fi is a little slow.
Good evening, I'm Dennis Ward. Welcome to APTN National News Weekend. Manitoba Premier
加拿大將自9月起取消針對加美墨自貿協定，涵蓋客。
Communities, great companies. Mondays on
87.
It's still just an awkward shot for a lefty.
Oh, that might be right. Prepare to be sharp, mate. Not today. I dream craft arm. Ray paint rocket. It's time for you to. You cry, thin sword. Cry as you end lives and steal from the weak.
Bandit Princess.
What?
I will find a way to kill you!
Hey, take a time out, dude. We got a lot of lives to ruin.
And number 2, if you can hear me, this gray area web.
Steal from the weak.
Bandit Princess.
Steal from the weak. Steal from the weak.
Bandit Princess.
What?
I will find a way to kill you!
Hey, take a time out, dude. We got a lot.
This local forecast has been brought to you by Best Western Hotels and Resorts.
Hurricane Erin was declared the first hurricane of the Atlantic season, and we're going to take you through some of its impacts. While it does remain offshore, you can see it battering the coastline in North Wildwood, New Jersey on Thursday. Major flood warnings were in effect by the National Weather Service. While Hurricane Erin was moving away from the mid-Atlantic coast, coastal impacts were peaking on Thursday night. You can see the flooding there in New Jersey. This is in Stone Harbor, popular tourist attraction, but people were not stopping their fun. That man bringing a woman on her back through the flooding there. Luckily, impacts were slowly diminishing by Friday. The major areas hit were the New Jersey shore as well as Maryland. You can see there the beach being flooded. That person is moving those beach umbrellas and loungers, trying to save them from the strong winds and major flooding. Flooding was also spotted in Delaware as well. As of Friday afternoon, Erin was a post-tropical cyclone located about 605 kilometers southeast of Halifax, Nova Scotia, where it could also bring strong winds this weekend. Meanwhile, in Arizona, a dust storm rolled into Phoenix on Thursday with the National Weather Service warning of near zero visibility. You can see just how dense the sky looks there due to all of the dust arriving in Maricopa. And in Saskatchewan, this is a sunrise, but check out that shelf cloud in the distance over top of that stunning orange sky. A very nice shot.
All your active weather coverage here, Canada. Starting off in the Atlantic Ocean, where Hurricane Erin, now a post-tropical cyclone, makes its way back out into the Atlantic. Meanwhile, we have a 100% chance of a tropical development in the next 2 days, and it's looking like this system may follow a similar track to Hurricane Erin. We'll keep you appraised of any changing details. Meanwhile, back at home, a bit of a thunderstorm forecast for Saturday, a severe possible risk from Georgian Bay, Huron shorelines up towards portions of western Quebec, bringing heavy rain, small hail, and pretty damaging wind gusts. Now, this cold front is what's going to initiate these storms by the evening hours. We're getting into some pretty potent storms rolling in through cottage country, as well as Val d'Or area, kind of north of the Laurentians. We could see potential for some rotating storms, but we'll see how this changes throughout the overnight. And then we do get a renewed risk once again on Sunday, following the Ottawa Valley down the St. Lawrence Valley for more storms. Now, it's going to be extremely windy the next couple of days, pretty widespread, 40 to 50 kilometers an hour across portions of Ontario and Quebec as the system makes its way in through Atlantic Canada. But on the backside, we're still going to see some pretty gusty winds Sunday and even in through Monday as well. Now, we're seeing a big pattern flip across the country, heating up across the west, cooling down across the east due to a big trough hovering over the Great Lakes Basin that's bringing down much cooler temperatures. Meanwhile, the heat is soaring all the way up through the Northern Territories and the Arctic Circle. Our temperatures across the east are below seasonal for the most part. Seasonal in the GTA is 25, a high of 11 degrees in Timmins on Monday. A little bit of warmth throughout Atlantic Canada, but all the warmth is located in portions of Alberta and BC's interior, and it's going to dry out drastically as well.
Did you change your cell phone? Make sure to download the Weather Network app. Get everything you need to better plan your day or weekend.
A massive iceberg came a little too close to this small island village in Greenland. It threatened to collide with land, causing concern among residents. With the video sped up, it shows the enormous chunk of snow and ice sway and turn near the shoreline. Icebergs this close to shore that break or roll can send tsunami-like waves toward nearby communities. Waves from this iceberg rocked nearby boats and kept fishermen on land. The latest satellite images show that it has moved a few dozen meters away from the village.
It's me, Wednesday Addams. My meal of misfortune is now at Wendy's. It's pure torture with uniquely excruciating dips of dread. Enjoy the anguish.
We are made in Canada. Homegrown, Canadian owned and operated. We're neighbors. Friends. Family. We're more than just made in Canada. We're a fabric of Canada.
Try long day at the office staring at screens. Digitize. Sustain Complete creates a lubricating layer that temporarily locks in moisture for dry eye symptom relief. Moisturize.
Together, your love turned the whole world on its head. And all the while, you were watching clothes dry. Audible. There's more to imagine when you listen.
This summer, adventure starts at zero with the Jeep 0% sales event. Right now, get 0% financing for 72 months.
A legend.
Squidward, Robot Pirate Island it is! Pirate Island it is! Beep, beep, beep. Arr. Ahoy, matey! Beep, beep. For that, you walk. For that, you walk the plank. Plank.
We're social. Follow us on these social media platforms to see our trending content.
series.
It's the uncertainty that's the biggest issue.
Canada, we got you.
Welcome in to your Forecast Canada. Glad you could be here this weekend. Nicole and Laura with you here, taking you through top weather stories. And as we look beyond, lots of people are planning what's happening through the end of the summer. And the temperature pattern, Laura, is switching. The west is heating up, the east is cooling down. As we drill down to the cooler air, it's going to be below seasonal, especially as we start off next week, too.
Yeah, unfortunately, we've got a pretty deep trough that's going to envelop most of the Great Lakes Basin. Meanwhile, a ridge takes over the west. But we do have in the short range a bit of a storm threat today with a cold front initiating some storms in the Val-d'Or area, as well as coming off of Georgian Bay. Cottage country goers should be on alert this evening. And then tomorrow we get a renewed chance of the Ottawa Valley and down the St. Lawrence as well.
Exactly. So laying out where we could see the risk today, that orange zone, yes, of course. Could see the heavy rain. It's also really windy, even if you don't see this coming through with heavy rain. Down towards the Greater Toronto area in that risk, as we mentioned, but more so the bigger threat of the heavy rain is going to be north. And then, as we mentioned, it does start to shift towards the east into parts of Quebec for tomorrow.
Absolutely. Temperatures holding on for Atlantic Canada on Sunday, still in the mid-20s. Meanwhile, Ontario beginning its cool down, 15 degrees in Thunder
Bay tomorrow, 15. Sunday, too, just laying out where we could see the risk of more severe storms. Montreal, you're included in that. So heavy rain again, the risk, maybe some hail. And let's show you this 7-day trend. Oh dear, this looks more September-like with those low 20s for Toronto. So yeah, as we start off Monday, 21 for a daytime high and 13 for an overnight low.
Seasonal right now is 25, so that gives you a bit of perspective. Meanwhile, into Canada, saying goodbye to Hurricane Erin, which is now a post-tropical cyclone. But we're still seeing some of that cloud cover over the Avalon. But again, all of that rain really stayed offshore, but we did get some waves.
We did, and so the potential today for the Burin, the Avalon, is going to see waves up to possibly 6 meters. So just keep that in mind. Stay away from those shorelines if possible. Atlantic tropical activity-wise, we are watching another development that could happen in the next 2 days. We'll see this potentially also impacting us in the east inadvertently.
Yeah, absolutely. We've got a chance of seeing some actual impacts from a tropical storm in Atlantic Canada, possibly bringing some heavier downpours, but that would be more so midweek. We'll keep you appraised of any changing details.
Yeah, not looking like a direct hit again, but more so the remnants of it, and meeting up with more moisture coming from a system in the west. Speaking of the west, high pressure, hot conditions. It's starting to really build in. So for today, you're saying, oh, 20 degrees in Saskatoon, that's not hot. Don't worry, we're going to get you there. But through the interior, it is hot and dry. And for the last 7 days of August, look at these fiery reds in the west. That's where we're going to be really warm.
The Arctic Circle is actually arguably going to be the highest anomaly. Meanwhile, the Great Lakes, well below seasonal, as we saw, but Calgary, you're finally getting into summer.
Wow, a stretch of really hot temperatures. So now you're finally in the dog days of summer for the latter part of it. And Tuesday, jumping ahead here, now we're heating you up, right? You see 31 in Medicine Hat, 28 in Saskatoon. To give you perspective again on what our seasonal averages are, usually for Calgary it's about 22 and 22 in Edmonton through all of August.
Yeah, we fluctuate throughout the month, but generally we should be seeing those temperatures, so you'll be well above in the west, but you will be starting to dry out as well. We've seen some pretty substantial rainfall, which really mitigated a lot of the fire threat.
Right.
But going forward, we're not seeing much, Nicole.
Yeah, so it's sort of a give and take. There's always the good news, bad news story to it. We're going to see high pressure, hot conditions. You maybe have missed enjoying that.
Yeah.
But yes, we're not going to see rain. Hopefully this isn't going to impede the fact that we've had such a massive shift in the low-level smoke and haze that's been happening across the country. But this is the short range of it, not looking too bad, especially in the west.
Temperatures for Friday to start off your long weekend, cool in the east, but warming up plenty in the west.
Spot a cool cloud or wildlife? Use hashtag share your weather and share it with us. For our blind and low vision viewers, the Weather Network offers regional audio description weather reports during our local forecast on the 10th.
just a truck? Sure, and hockey's just a game. Ram's not built for just. It's built to win. It's built to race. It's built to last. No shortcuts, just power, progress, and a passion to build a truck that demands you drive it. So is Ram just a truck? Yeah, the same way Canada is just a country.
If you buy a new phone because of a feature that's coming soon, but it's been coming soon for a full year, you could change your definition of soon, or you could just change your phone.
Oh no, not that song. The MLG music.
At No Frills, we're here to help you save money.
Oh, you have enough PC Optimum points for all this.
Yes!
What's yours is mine.
Rewards worth committing to. It's the no frills thing to do.
According to Haida legend, one could reach the sun by climbing a chain of arrows and descend it by sliding down the rays.
Do you know what your local wetland has done for you lately? Wetlands function like nature's kidneys, mitigating the impacts of floods and droughts, protecting our communities, and supporting food production. Despite representing 6% of the Earth's surface, wetlands store 33% of the planet's carbon. If you value life, thank a wetland. Learn about wetlands at work with Ducks Unlimited Canada at ducks.ca/wetlands.
You're watching Canada's Weather Network. To help you plan your activities in the coming days, here are the short and long-term forecasts for your area. Want to access your weather at any time? Search for the Weather Network in your TV app store and access your weather today.
Hi there, I'm Chris May, writer, producer, and host of this podcast, This Day in Weather History from the Weather Network. Today is part one of a two-part story. I don't do these very often, but this has to do with Hurricane Katrina. There were two monumental events, the day it formed and then the day it hit Louisiana. And part two is on the 29th of August, so be with us for that. It was the hurricane heard around the world. So many twists and turns to this one, but could it all be blamed on this one hurricane? Between these two episodes, we'll find out. It originated on this day in weather history as a tropical depression known as number 12 in the Bahamas. The next day, this tropical depression strengthened to tropical storm Katrina, and on the morning of the 24th, and by the 25th, it was the fifth hurricane of the 2005 hurricane season, only 2 hours before it made landfall in the state of Florida. Hurricane Katrina struck the peninsula with 130 km/h winds. What was most impressive was that it had a very well-defined eye, and that eye stayed as such through its entire travels across the Sunshine State.
So when you're with Rogers Internet, it lets you go on the app. But if you're not with Rogers Internet, and if you're with a different internet provider, it shows this. Viewing this content requires Rogers high-speed internet. High speed, not high speed. My mouth was just getting a little tricky.
What happened next were seen by everyone around the world. And on August 29th, we get
here this place is Huron-Tel Internet, not Rogers Internet. Sorry about that.
And the 29th. That's a huge chunk of time. Same hurricane, same story, completely different set of circumstances this day in weather history.
We all know to go to the basement when there's a tornado warning, but what happens if you don't have a basement? What if you live in an apartment building or you're at the office? Whoa! As urban sprawl increases, we're seeing more and more severe weather in populated areas. That increases the risk of tornadoes hitting apartments and office buildings. It's not how fast the wind is blowing, it's what the wind is blowing. Flying debris is the #1 danger in tornadoes. Finding a safe space in an apartment without a basement is difficult, but it's not impossible. First, get as many walls between you and the wind as possible. That might mean a bathroom or an inner room in the apartment. Better yet, get out into the hallway. Next, crouch down, hands over your head. One of the safest parts of any building is the stairwell. They're extremely strong and can withstand almost any flying debris. If your apartment has a parking garage, that is the best spot because it's the lowest place you can possibly be. One caveat, avoid taking the elevators if you can. Power grid, and you do not want to be trapped in a small metal box for hours after the storm has passed. If you can, take the stairs. Elevators should be a last resort. Staying safe in the event of a tornado is the #1 goal, and you can be safe if you're in an apartment or an office building. It's all about knowing the weather and what to do.
Health and weather has been extended. From COVID-19 to sunburns or frostbite, I'm here to learn with you about our health in any season. Join me every Tuesday evening for a new episode.
Wherever you are, get a precise weather forecast by activating your location in the Weather Network app.
I remember being absolutely terrified the night before.
New Orleans was one of those disaster scenarios just waiting to happen.
We had no idea what we were getting into.
Weather forecast for Point Clark, Ontario.
Incredible by modern standards. Unbelievable.
Anybody picking this up?
We had experienced one tiny sliver of this far more vast story than we had anticipated.
Visible Glow, Garnier Vitamin C Routine by Garnier. Not
I have an idea. It's time to dress up and play the Miss Persona 1.
You've definitely got a type.
First we lose the cap, then we get it back. It has been such an emotion.
And that's the way it is.
Sold separately.
Dark spots and complement your routine with UVA.
Oh, yeah. Attention, take one.
Hey, kid, give me your money.
With viewers, find out how Rogers TV can transform your content journey today.
Send financing for 72 months on both the 2025 Ram 1500 and Ram 2500.
Jessie, énorme problème à régler. Deux garçons viennent de m'inviter à la kermesse du lycée cet après-midi.
Deux abominables goujats sans intérêt qui vont t'obliger à payer parce qu'ils ont oublié leur portefeuille dans la voiture de leur chérie?
Non.
Alors c'est pas mon rayon. Va te préparer, il reste que 29 minutes.
Comment je vais m'habiller si je sais pas avec qui je serai? En plus, j'ai plus rien à me mettre.
Ton armoire est un vrai centre commercial avec un ascenseur dedans et 2 restaurants. Alors monte dans ta chambre t'habiller et pense à me redescendre 2 gros beignets aux pommes. Luc, est-ce que par hasard tu...
Dust is always in the air, and cleaning it, is the worst. So get a Swiffer duster. It captures dust in one swipe without lifting a thing. Trap and lock free